Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Fights forward at the 20. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Here's Fields. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They snap it to Fields. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, here's Dart. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 of the Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Play action. Now Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw now, Dart. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. COVID-19.
Again, it's Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here we go. Green 19, right side.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 40-yard line.
222. Angel. Sit high.
Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. To throw is Fields. Trying to fit it in the ball. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 windy. Here we go. All right.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Justin Fields, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A play fake, and now it's Dart. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Sideline throw complete to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. But to throw once more, here's Dart. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Second and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing his Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on third and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Now to give to Brown on the option. He'll be dropped out.
Is it that? All right, here it is.
Across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
That's
He's going to
fine.
have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Medic. Sit right.
Now Fields. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right.
At the 46-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 6. And the Dolphins first down.
Hey, Monday. Right.
Fields now to throw. And the Chargers rush is
Yeah.
going to get there. Down
So
he
you ain't got to
goes.
play seatbelt things all the time.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
EQ. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's a good playmaker there. I still don't understand why I'm on the outside corner anyway, though.
54 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And Walker has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Dart. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
How the hell did this shit go down to 20?
They'll throw now on the final play. Gets this one to Juszczyk. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the gun, here's Dart. Going deep for Walker. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing his Dart. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dart. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following a field goal a moment ago.
Get him, Jalen.
Even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, 10. 319, get that. Up.
On play action, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Extend.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I do that sometimes.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Wait, oh wow, like 99, right? Wait, oh wow, like 99.
Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Play action now. Dart. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, it wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A first down carry for Henry.
Yeah. Wow. Somebody, what are you doing?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Hiking, 18.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Dart. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son. All right.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Gets through and down. He's on his way.
Keep bailing people out, man.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chase Brown, 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw now, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Collins. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From